Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is able to hear me and everyone is able to see my screen. If possible, can someone please confirm if you are able to hear me clearly and able to see my screen? Guys,
We are able
I
to
hope,
see it. And
yeah, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah. So, yesterday, what we discussed is we discussed about a strangler design pattern. What we understand from this design pattern is we need to move existing monolithic architecture into microservices architecture via strangler pattern. If you are designing application new, if you are designing the application new, okay, where we don't require any existing, we don't have any existing architectures, then we don't require strangler. Only strangler we can apply if our existing architecture is in monolith and we gradually move into microservices. So what is it a vision actually? It is mainly having three stages: transform stage, coexist stage, eliminate stage. Transform is we need to identify which first service. Gradually we need to move. Gradually we need to move. We need to identify one by one, one by one service. Okay. Just I explain example, right? Where we want to renovate our house, but we want to in our house. How we'll plan? First we'll take some guest bedroom. Slowly we'll take kids bedroom. Slowly we'll take master bedroom. Slowly we'll take living room. Slowly we'll take dining area. After finally we'll go to kitchen. Something like that we will plan in such a way that there is no big huge impact to our daily activities. Something like that, right guys? In the similar way, in the technology also, user registration, product, inventory, cart, discount, payment, review, return, shipment. These are the capabilities, or these are the microservices I have, which I identified as part of business capability, business subdomain. Understand, right? Business capability, business subdomain. These are the services I identified as part of applying those two principles. Now we'll go slowly product service. After that, slowly inventory service. After that, we'll go to shipment service, which are independent, just to make sure that our services we are slowly migrating. Here in migrating also, right? For example, sir, if I am some stages where we are changing the programming language itself, possibility is there, right? For example, product inventory is there, sir. Okay. Assuming that if you have a large inventory, then we can move to SAP. Okay. Discounts. I have a huge discount and I want to apply on the fly without impacting any business. I introduce mainframes. Okay. Returning functionality. Maybe I'll apply some best framework which have returns functionality, returns workflow. So previously in monolithic architecture, we don't have that flexibility of converting our own or taking our own programming language. We need to compromise on the technology. But in case of microservices, we cannot compromise, right? So first point is what? We need to have a time constraint. If we apply a strangler pattern, rather than developing the same feature into new model, okay, we'll convert the existing application into new model. Convert in the sense, almost will take the same code, whatever it is written in, for example, product. Okay, sir. Product controller will be there. Product service will be there. product DAO will be there, product database will be there. Am I right, sir? Yes or no? Similar way, same copy and paste, something like that. But if at all, if old Java is there, if I want to convert into new Java, maybe streams, maps, functional interfaces, like that, we'll add some more things. Just like we'll harden our code, making sure that our latest technology fits there. So with a time constraint, where we no need to invest a lot of energy on specifically on a time constraint point of view. But if you decided that yes, we need to change the programming language itself, then time we should take it, because we need to develop newly. Understand, right? Now, if you are developing a new framework, we need to develop new testing framework, okay, and requires good amount of testing and also uncertainty, because if I am having old code which is soaked a couple of years back in the production environment, if you are deploying a new code, then there is a chance of uncertainty exists, right, guys? So there are advantages, disadvantages of strangler design pattern. Mainly strangler design pattern is gradually moving the product into latest architecture. The first stage is transform. After that, coexist. Sir, immediately after moving from monolith to microservice, we will not remove that. We will keep both old application, new application, and we will keep in production to ensure no business loss. I'll keep in X number of days, and if I feel that everything is working as expected, then we will eliminate. Okay, that too will take the marketing feedback, sales feedback, everything. Then this is how we will migrate from old application to new application. So in the coding part of guys, actually in the registry, maybe we'll discuss in upcoming classes on the Eureka registry pattern as well as API gateway pattern, how to keep two things. How to keep two things. One URL I'll keep microservice URL, another URL I'll keep monolithic URL. So that in the UI I'll take a button. In the UI I'll apply a button. For example, product service is there, sir. For example, product service is there. Okay, product I cannot apply. Discount service is there, sir. Assuming that discount service is there. Maybe I moved my entire discount service into mainframe section. I moved my entire discount microservice into mainframe section. Some of the rules I cannot apply. Maybe with the new code which I added in the mainframe side, some of the discounts I am not able to apply. Maybe if at all, if I'm adding 2-3 discounts, cart value, credit card discount, instant discount, something like that. Okay. So where I'm not able to apply the discount, then immediately I'll place a button in the UI itself, calculate discount old way, something like I'll indicate old way will indicate the customers and everything, where we'll click on that and the old URL should work, and we'll identify with the logs or in the flow what exactly the difference here. Then we'll correct the problem slowly, gradually, making sure that coexist, transform. These two are always there. Finally, if everything goes fine, then we will eliminate. So this is the strangler design pattern. Coding point we can see in the registry and gateway pattern. So this is where at high level on a strangler pattern. Okay. So far we discussed on the decomposition pattern, where we decompose the application into business capability, subdomain, and after we decompose, we'll apply strangler principles to move from monolith to microservices in a transform, coexist, eliminate. So this is the points we discussed in previous classes. Okay. Now, before I proceed further, as of now, any questions, guys? As of now, everyone is able to understand clearly. Are any questions from anyone, sir, guys? Vinod, are you there? Yeah, I think you are there.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, I'm.
thank you. Devendra, you want to say something? You unmuted, but I'm not able to hear.
Yes, that document you uploaded.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
how can I open that one? It is not opening in PDF or Paint. It is not opening. The
Okay.
extension file
We'll see, sir.
extension is
We'll see. I'm going to. You're able to see my screen, right, sir?
yes.
Okay. So view notes. Which document, sir? You're talking.
Serial number one.
Serial number 1.
Uh,
Decomposition pattern, right? I downloaded. Okay.
that the extension is something.
Correct. Yeah, I'll show you. Now this is what it is coming, right, sir? Open.
Not open that one.
It will tell Excalibra. Are you not getting this message?
Yes, but I don't have that one. I should
No
convert it.
need. It's no need. No need. You can open. It's a website.
No, I can't open that one because that's why I'm telling you should convert that one into PDF or image file. Then
Okay.
only we
Yeah,
can.
but you can open actually. You can open this, but okay. Well, if you are not able, can you share your screen? Is it possible?
Yes, I can see.
Maybe just like I want to see. If at all, if you are having the same problem, because it's a website, internet website.
Yes.
If you add that Chrome plugin, first time it will ask you. After that, you can install the Chrome plugin. Okay, open.
So I downloaded these files. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. Open. Right click. Open.
open with.
No. Open. Choose. Double click.
It is not opening. See, these are options. So,
Okay. Can you type one time this particular website? I'll give 1 second. I'll tell you. But I'll convert, sir. First of all, I'll convert. Okay. I thought that this will be opening. Okay. But maybe I'm pinging the Zoom chat window. One second.
Yeah, it's opening. It's not opening for me also.
Yeah. I'll show you. It's a simple point here. Can everyone, Devendra, I pinged you on the chat window.
yes, let me check that one.
I'll convert into image and I'll upload, but just like I want to see here.
Yes. Excelerator.com.
Okay.
Yes, it is opening that one. Okay. Then.
It's opening, right?
Yes.
But it's a confusion, right? Maybe I thought that why I kept like this, right, sir? Okay. The intention is it's a internet website, right? So I thought it will open by default. That's the intention. I kept it actually. So, but yeah.
Yes. But online tool it is working.
It's an online tool. That's the point here.
Yes,
You understood, right? Why I kept it? It's online tool only. But everyone will get confused. Maybe, okay. What I will do is I will convert into image.
PDF. It will be better.
PDF is also, we'll see whether is a PDF is given in this online tool. 1 second. Let me check. I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Save to. Save to file.
No, there should be print option should be there. So print in PDF format. It will be work like this. Print that file in PDF format. Then
No, that should be given export image to. That's it. There is no PDF format. PNG. SVG.
PNG it is there, na? PNG.
Yeah, PNG it will be there. That's what I am telling. PDF, this is not given.
Some print option should there. So using print option, we can do that one.
Maybe it's not there, sir. You saw here save to, and these are the only options are there. This is the widely accessed by Ashok IT. Ashok IT mentioned to use this, so it's have. Okay. But anyhow, I will give a PNG file and I'll, okay. Right.
Yes.
And one more point at the same time, I'm asking guys, PPTs, right? Guys, PPTs, you need to unzip. PowerPoint slide is there, right, sir? If you download this, right? Oh, you're not able to download also.
Yes, yes. There is no download option for that PPT.
1 second. Please.
Yes, like this only. There is no download option.
How come anyone is any part of any other batches in Ashok IT? This is what
So,
Mr. Ashok told me. Zip it and let's see here.
only watch video option is there, but download for notes it is not available. Literally.
How we were able to download that is not working right here. Okay, this is strange. I'm able to download the other one. This for all those things I'm able to do that. Only PowerPoint I cannot do that.
Yes, correct.
It is going to the home page. Okay, then I don't know what's the problem here. This is what Mr. Ashok told me. You need to zip the PPT and upload it and ask the participants just to download it and unzip it. But I'll update you on this, guys. Okay. But as of now, only one PowerPoint, sir. I mean, remaining things are everything here only. Okay. Right. So, okay, fine. Can we go to the next point, guys? Can we go to the next one? Everyone is clear as of now?
Yes.
Any other questions from anyone, guys? Yeah. So, guys, all the batch is freezed. Everything is freezed, right, guys? Okay. Tomorrow onwards, can we make a habit of joining early, guys? 7 o'clock. Is it possible by everyone?
Yes, sir.
I'm requesting, I'm suggesting, I'm ordering. If you can think anyway. Okay. Because everything is set, right, sir? Okay. Can everyone join sharp 7 o'clock tomorrow onwards? Anyone has any concern, guys? Please let me know, guys, if you have anyone, any concern. Okay, cool. Then we are good. Okay. Then we are going to apply. Next point is database pattern. Okay, this is the last theory, sir. This pattern is the last one in the theory part. And the upcoming patterns will have a code. Okay. So the participants who has some little bit skeptic on sir, theory, why theory, sir? We want practicals who are feeling that kind of mode. Maybe this is the last pattern where we have a theory, because in the mostly decomposition pattern, completely theory. And the database pattern, not complete database patterns. There are 2 patterns will be in theory. And after that, everything will be hands-on, like API gateway, Eureka registry. Okay. Event-driven architecture, CQRS, and Saga, resiliency 4J, Hystrix, all are with code. All are completely with code, guys. Okay. Right. Now we'll go to sir. Any questions, sir, so far, please?
Sir, I have a question. Actually, we have discussed about subdomain.
Correct.
And I can see the terms like domain-driven design. So is that
Yeah.
the same? Both are the
Yeah,
same?
both are same. Yeah, I'll explain. It's a very good question. Okay.
And one more thing, sir. There is
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
term, bounded context. So
Where you heard about that bounded context? It
in
on
the
which context you
microservices,
heard
sir.
about? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In microservices only, sir. Now, when you talked about domain-driven design, I'll explain the same actually. Okay. But
The term,
bounded. Mhm.
the bounded context, I got a interview question. So when I was giving interview, so I got that
No,
question.
no, what they asked actually. What is bounded context? That is what they asked.
Yeah, both. What is domain-driven design and bounded context?
Okay, maybe because bounded context is specifically some I mean, it cannot be individual like domain-driven design. Okay. So what is a domain-driven design is, first of all, when we talk about the business capability as well as subdomain. Okay. So how we divided, sir? How we divided application, sir? It is based on business domain only, right, guys? We applied based on business domain only, right, guys? That's what I mentioned, right? Where marketing people and sales people, as well as all those things, 80% of the people, right? So where we are taking the domain, when we are splitting the data into smaller capabilities, that capability in terms of domain in legacy architecture, where we used front-end layer, controller layer, services layer. That's what I mentioned, right? In legacy architecture. Okay. So dividing monolithic application into smaller chunks where each and every chunk represent independent domain, independent business functionality. Okay. So this is a term called as a domain-driven design. That's another word, domain-driven design. Why this word came is, what is the meaning? Why this word came is, previously we divided the application into IT layers. Previously we divided the application into IT layers. Okay. What do you mean by IT layers? Front-end layer, controller layer, services layer, like that. We divided the application into different layers. But now we are dividing into separate layers based on the domain. Understand, right? So that is why we call that as a domain-driven design pattern. So both are same. What is a domain-driven? Decomposition pattern itself is called as a domain-driven. So where we'll apply business domain. We'll apply business domain. Maybe I wrote here in the decomposition notes here. Somewhere else I wrote here. I'm just going there. Already I wrote somewhere else in the notes actually. Yeah, you see here, guys, we used to divide the application into IT layers in monolith, front-end layer, business layer. In microservices, pattern of decomposing application will differ. We'll divide the application by business features or services. We need a business SME who is having a knowledge on microservices design. Business analysts, sales, marketing guys should have a minimum knowledge of microservices. This is what the running notes, when we used to say about domain-driven design, this is a point here. So is that first question is clear?
Yes, sir. So what is SME, sir?
Subject matter expert. It's a common word we will use in real time, sir.
Okay.
It's a common word we'll use in real time. Subject matter expert. So, for example, technology is there. Architect, leads, they are SMEs. Okay. When you say business analyst will be the SME. Okay. In sales manager, he is SME. We call a common word and will apply in different areas. That is called as SME, subject matter expert. Okay.
Okay.
So Maybe one suggestion, just like when I'm writing something on the notes, right? If you feel, if you're not able to ask, if you're not able to understand, right? Better can you ask at that moment itself so that I'll give more clarity also. Just a suggestion. Okay. Maybe you might have not joined that day. I don't know. Whenever I write any word in the notes, okay, because if you are not having that idea or you want some more depth, I'll give immediately when you ask me so that you will get more knowledge. You can ask at any point of time, but at the same time, if you ask, right, you will get more knowledge. That's the only point here. Okay. Right. Next, bounded context. That is what you're asking. But as per my knowledge, it's not an individual word, guys. Some context will be there, but let me see in the Google, any other meaning is there. Maybe I'll get back to you if any other things are there. Okay. Bounded context in microservices.
I think bounded
Same.
context is related to subdomains.
Correct. Subdomain. Yes, that's what I'm saying here. Maybe the words are changing, sir. The words are changing. So where you see here order management, shipment management, domain management, accounts management, call center, subdomain. Something like if at all, I mentioned right one example, I have a withdraw service is there. Savings account withdraw service, current account withdraw service, fixed deposit withdraw service. Do I need to have one withdraw service or individual withdraw service where we'll apply software, hardware, implementation, revenue? Then we'll decide. So that is a bounded context or subdomain. That's what it is clearly giving. This anatomy avoids confusion of potential conflict, ensuring that each microservice is designated function without disruption. Same subdomain only. That is a business context. There will be different synonyms out there, maybe. Okay, clear, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Both the things are clear, right? It's a good, yeah. And I like this way, guys. I like this way. Please kindly ask n number of questions. Okay. I'm telling that I'm expert here. Okay. If I don't know, I will search and I'll update you. If I know, immediately I'll tell that. Okay. Any other questions, guys? As of now? As of now, any other questions from anyone so far? Okay. That's fine. Then we'll go back to database design. Now, in the database design point of view, yeah. So the first question, confusion. Lot of people will ask the first confusion. Okay. Someone asked me the initial class itself. Someone asked me initial class itself. Whether is that participant is available right now or not. Sir, does each microservice should have its own database? Someone asked me, is that participant is there or not? I told that I'm going to explain upcoming classes. Now the time came, sir. Okay. Is that participant is there, guys? Okay. So database design pattern, especially on the database, this database design patterns in microservices, guys. In microservices database design pattern. Understand here? In microservices database design pattern. Maybe I'll keep center. Microservices database design pattern. So what is that point here, guys? As part of microservices design principle, sir, as part of microservices design principle, every microservice should have independent, every micro should have its own repository. This is the principle, design principles of microservices. Every microservice should have its own repository. Assume if we have 50 microservices. Okay, sir? Assume if we have 50 microservices in our application, then we should have 50 databases. That is a microservices design principle. But is it possible in real time, sir? Is it possible in real time? Is it a viable task? Sir, is it a viable task? Can someone
No.
please respond?
No.
Why? Why it's not viable?
50 databases means like one microservices, it's in Oracle like that. Are you asking, sir? One microservice.
I'm not talking. I'm just asking. Okay, I'm just asking. Okay, sir, I have 50 microservices.
Okay.
Okay, every microservice should have its own schema.
Oh,
Should have its own database. Should
Yeah.
have its own database. Maybe it may be distributed or it will be in the same. I don't care. I don't know. It may be distributed also. I have 50 boxes, 50 different things here. But is it a viable task?
No, it is not feasible.
No.
Why? Why? The first
It
question
violates
interviewer asked.
normalization principles if you do that.
I'll not interested in normalization, sir. I'm okay.
No.
I'm okay. Customer tells that, hey man, normalization, all those things, keep it in your packet. No, I don't require. What I
Because
need here.
there will be duplication of data. First of thing.
I don't care.
Then
Duplication of data also I don't care.
then
Let it
second
duplicate.
data
Transaction management would be difficult.
data inconsistency will be there. If you
Sir, if I keep in one database, so first point is data duplication, that's fine. But data inconsistency is how you write the code. It not on the day. If you keep in one database or multiple databases, inconsistency will be on way you write the code, but not on the way you design the code. So inconsistency, we cannot take it. Duplication may be there. Normalization, we have a gap. Duplication, we have a gap, but I don't care. The reason I am asking is there is a strong reason where we have a biggest factor.
is in the distributed system, we do not have transaction.
First of all, microservice itself, we don't have a transaction management, right? That's what I told in the beginning classes, right?
Yes.
First of all, we don't have a distributed transactions. The only way is we need to retry. That's what I mentioned, right, guys? We need to retry the failure. We cannot achieve. That's what I told. Big basket example. That's what I told Amazon example. Am I right? So I'll give the reason, sir. Nothing to. Just like I'll give my perception. First problem is licensing cost. You people should think in license point of view. For example, I have previously Oracle is there, sir. I am in monolithic architecture. I have one Oracle license. Okay. They are not in the perpetual mode. They are in the individual seat. License are also different types, sir. Okay. Individual seat. That's what we can think of. We have in Oracle. Okay. If I want to keep 50 Oracle instances, I need to purchase 50 licensing things. 50 licenses I need to purchase. Okay. Cost is the first constraint. I mean, these are also valid constraints. Normalization, data, duplication, performance, unnecessary headache of writing the code, Lot of those are acceptable, but they are not that much constraints when compared to cost. Will you agree to me? Yes or no, guys? So when interviewer is asking, what is the biggest concern you saw when you have a database as one microservice should have one database? The biggest concern is
Transaction
licensing. Just now I mentioned, right? Transaction management we cannot achieve, sir. Just now I mentioned, right, sir? Just now I mentioned, transaction management is not possible in microservices. Even though you take in one database also, sir, forget about 50 databases, okay? Even though you take one database also, I cannot achieve transaction management.
Yeah, that is a disadvantage, na? Like we can't we then how to connect from one database to another database?
That I'm going to explain. That is what I'm about to explain. Okay, in this pattern only I'm going to explain. Okay, right. So transaction management is not possible, but it is not a disadvantage. There are ways to overcome the problem. Am I right? It's not a disadvantage on a transaction management point of view. We have a way to overcome from the problem by retrying the failure. The failure is not a real failure. I have an options to retry, right? Now, in this case, first of all, we cannot have 50 databases, highly impossible. Okay. But why microservices are telling me? Why microservices are asking me to have its own database? Why microservices are asking me, man? First of all, what is the reason? Definitely there should be a strong reason, right? Sir, what I'm next point here, sir? What is my next point here? I am telling that microservices should have its own repository. Assume if we have 50 microservices in our application, then we should have 50 databases. But what is the reason, sir? There should be a reason, right? Forget about viable task or non-viable task. Forget about those things. Microservices design principle means there should be a way, right? There should be a way, right? Yes or no, guys? Everyone is following me, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
So the reason is, okay, sir, we are dividing the application into, we are dividing the application into, smaller units, decomposition as well as subdomain, whatever it may be, but smaller units based on decomposition, subdomain. But these layers are these principles. Most of these principles has major impact on front-end layer, controller layer, service layer, DAO layer. Am I right? These are mostly having impact. What we'll do here, we'll create a one microservice. That microservice will have front end, that microservice will have front control, that microservice will have DAO, that functionality that service will have. Am I right? But we divided like that so that I have a problem in other service layer in other microservice. Assuming that why will divide? If I have a problem in home loan service.java, it will not impact current account. It will not impact fixed deposit. It will not impact withdraw service. It will not impact deposit service. Avoiding single point of failure, that's why we divide. But if we only divide from programming language perspective, by ignoring the database point, by ignoring the database, okay, like we divided, like all microservices are connecting to same database. Like we all microservices are connecting to same database. We divided, sir. Home loan service, personal loan service, account service, fixed deposit service, demat service, withdraw service, deposit service. Like that we divided. But all are pointing to one database. Okay. And if you have any problem in the database, assuming that, okay, database service will be there, right? Some service will be there on the database side, right? Database service is having problem. Assuming that, sir. Assuming that we have a problem in the database service. What do you mean by database service, sir? What is the meaning here? Anyone have an idea what is a database service? If you see here, whenever you install any database, there is a Windows service will be there. If you install on Windows system, Linux or Mac, there is one more service in the background tab, right? Definitely we have a service. That service will bridge between database and operating system. You're aware of that, right, guys? Are you aware of that? Okay. So,
No, sir.
okay, there is a service, sir. There will be a capability on a database point of view that will talk to operating system. That's a bridge between. Okay. Or some kind of a cron tab or some kind of exe, some kind of dependency. Okay. That is bridging the gap between operating system and the database system. Okay. Now, if that service is having a problem, my database will be down, right? If my database service is having a problem, sir, even though we divide our application after spending decomposition pattern, subdomain, we spend lot of time and we divide it into smaller chunks. But all the chunks are pointing to same database. And if that database service is down, is there an advantage if I decompose the microservices? Is there an advantage, guys?
No.
You got my point, guys? You got my point, guys? Everyone got my point? Okay. Why we divided? To avoid single point of failure, right? What is a single point of failure? If you have a problem in one service, I can able to work on other service. It should not impact my business loss. My business should be having continuity. Only that service. For example, home loan. I have a problem in home loan. Only home loan should be impacted. Remaining things I should continue. Microservices are not telling me that only Java service is down, only front-end service is down, only back-end service is down, only database service is down. They don't care. In the business, any failure may come anywhere. Any failure may come from anywhere. Software, hardware. Yes, software, hardware also. I don't care. My business should be continuing. For example, Google, YouTube is there, sir. Okay, YouTube is there. This is a real fact, guys. YouTube is there. One time it happened. Do you saw YouTube was down for 10 minutes? Do you saw that anytime? It was down for 10 minutes. One time, only one time. It's a surprise also. Sir, one application was down for 10 minutes, only one time means, is it a wonder? Google made like that. That is a Google infrastructure. It was down for one time, entire Google system was down. What is the architecture? They have the load balancer at edge locations wise. Edge location means in India, one data center, in US, one data center, in Europe countries, one data, like that we have a couple of data centers. Within India also, okay, Hyderabad guy is there and the server is in Mumbai, Hyderabad to Mumbai. So there is a traffic. They will keep an edge location in South India, somewhere else, Bangalore or Hyderabad or else Kerala, and the traffic goes to edge location so that we don't have network latency. That's the idea of Google. Okay. Now they have a problem in edge location hardware. The edge location hardware is gone. Okay. And they have a backup also. If the edge location is gone, one more backup is there. So they have a problem on all the backups on the edge location. One time it happened. So if edge location was down, it should go to actual data center. Okay. All the requests are going to actual data center. They have a problem. The actual data center was not able to take that much load. Okay. So that's why there's a problem. So we should think of software, hardware, database. All the things we should consider in designing microservices. So if the database service is down, I cannot have single point of failure. Correct, right, sir? If the database itself is down, even though if I divide application into smaller chunks, is there an advantage with me? No advantage, right, guys?
Yes.
There is no advantage. My entire system will be down. Will you agree with me, right, guys? That's why microservices are giving me, okay, if at all, if there is a problem in the database, assuming that account microservice in one computer, okay, account microservice in one computer. In the same computer, I'll take accounts database. Okay. Home loan service is another computer. In the same computer, I can take home loan database. So if there is a database problem is there, it will not impact. For example, in the account service, I have a problem, but I have a home loan is a separate database, right? It will not impact, right? Because the database service in the account service computer, it have a problem, but home loan computer, it doesn't have a problem. Or else, assuming that, okay, my account service is in SQL server, my home loan service is in Oracle. I have a problem in SQL server license. Some licensing stuff is going on. Okay. But my only SQL server will be down. My other services on Oracle. Some other services are on mainframes. Some other services on SAP. So if we have a problem in one database, it will not impact, right, guys? So that's why microservices are recommending me. That's why microservices are typically recommending me. What their recommendation? Every service should have your own repository. Every service should have your own repository. Okay. So that if there is a problem on the database point of view, okay, if there is a problem on the database point of view, it should not impact any other services. It should not impact any other services. We should not have any single point of failure. You got what I mean? You should not have any single point of failure. That is a point over here. Got it, guys? Everyone has got it? What is the background of database point of view? What is the background here? Is everyone is getting idea? Any questions, sir, on the database point of view as of now?
We are good.
Definitely there should be a question, right? No question? Maybe I will ask my question. Can I ask my question, guys?
Yeah.
So, in real time, is it not a possible task to have our own database? Not at all a possible task. It's highly impossible. Okay. But microservices are telling me like that. Okay. But sir, if you see in real time, the percentage of database is going down is very less. The percentage of database is going down is very less. Do you saw in your real time, any time database is going down? The probability I'm
No, sir.
talking. I'm talking about the probability. Okay. Now I agree, sir. Microservices are thinking that, yes, to avoid the single point of failure, we need to divide the application into different databases, different schemas. I agree. And you told the reason also. If at all one database service is having a problem, the entire system will be down if all microservices are pointing to common database. That I agree. There is no doubt about that. But in real time, sir, maybe you're having 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, whatever. Do you saw any time database is down? Anytime. The percentage of probability. There is not, I mean, it's not a real-time scenario, right? Where database will never be down. Because database is having some kind of replication, right, guys? High availability service is there, right? Where primary database, secondary database, it have its own clustering. Everyone is aware, right? Database point of any DBA is there, they will aware. Okay. The database architecture itself. Okay. There will be a disk problem, or there will be clustering problem. There will be network problem, whatever it may be on the database point of view. The database is having shareplex, some replication. Database feature itself is having replication, where we'll keep the database in multiple nodes, and reads and writes are going to be taken care by the database itself. So database design is having that architecture base. You are aware of that, guys? Anyone? Maybe DBS mostly aware of that actually. So when
Yes,
you
sir.
think about database side, the percent, yeah, I cannot say that 100% database will be up and all the times. There will be scenario, some kind of hardware disk problem, or licensing problem, or some kind of database crash problem may be there. But the percentage of down is very, very less. It's not that frequent like our Java service is going to be down. It's a very, very case, very rare scenario. Okay. So do we need to be accounting that kind of failure in our design? When I say that very, very less probability of database is going down, very less probability. It's not having main probability. It's having very, very less probability, sir. Do we need to count that? You're getting my point, sir? What I'm trying to say here? Do we need to count this, guys? That kind
No.
of failure, do we need to count this? We cannot count that. Because ultimately, what I need here, we need to avoid single point of failure. That's the point here. We need to avoid single point of failure. Yes or no? So the percentage of probability is very, very less. Where database itself is having some kind of clustering, replication. Then I'll never have a problem with database. Maybe customer is also, we cannot propose this solution because of licensing issues. What is the big deal in connecting all microservice to single database? This is the point. Is my question is correct, or anything you feel is it right question? Yes or no, guys? Sir, what is this, sir? You are only telling there is a problem, and again you are coming, there is no problem. Am I making you confusing? No, or I'm giving background things here. What do you feel, guys?
Sir, give the background.
Sorry?
Give the background details, sir, how it's internally. So
What exactly internal, sir? I didn't get your point here. What is it?
Okay, sir.
What background details you? What exactly background detail you are looking?
No, sir, I say you giving me the background details like how the internally in the background the database working like primary database, secondary database, and DPA
By
portions.
default, sir, by default, okay, when we are installing the database, it's a DBA task, sir. Okay. When we are installing the database, I can choose primary node, secondary node. Okay. I can choose. It is having MySQL, Oracle SQL Server, replication installation. I will install in 3 or 4 nodes. Okay. And I'll mention node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. Assuming that in India, my system is my software is available in India. I will keep in North India, South India, East and West, 4 directions. I'll keep my database in 4 data centers. Okay. And wherever my high traffic is there, I'll keep as a primary. And next traffic, available traffic is primary 2. And recovery, whenever the primary is having a problem, recovery that I can call as secondary, I'll keep in East and West. And my database operating system, the database system will have a shareplex mechanism, sir. Shareplex. Okay. When there is a observed that there is a down in the primary, it will go to primary 2. Okay. And if both primaries are down, it will go to secondary automatically. And whatever the writes it will do, it will update to all the instances. Maybe it will take a couple of seconds. That's it. It will not take much time. That is a database capability it will take care. It's a database driven feature. You no need to do anything here. At the time of installation, you need to select a feature, replication feature, and you need to mention how many nodes you are in replication and where is your primary node, what is your primary 2, secondary 1, secondary 2. That's it. You'll mention. Okay. And you'll mention a VIP URL, a load balancer URL, which is any of the URL you can give primary 1, primary 2, secondary 1, secondary 3, and that will shift the load between all these 4 nodes. That itself completely driven by the database system itself, where you no need to add any additional feature. You need to install the database system and you'll mention your all nodes, and that will take care of database replication. Maybe we are not aware that because it is driven by the database developers or database administrator, people will think that if database is down, do we have a single point of failure? Yes or no? That is a point here, but we don't have a single point of failure. Ronak, is it clear at high level? You got it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Right. Yeah. Okay. Then as long as we don't have a problem in the database side, we can still feel that, okay, all microservices can connect to single database. There is no problem. Okay. Then why design pattern? So that is what our point here. Just like we need to follow some best principles, best practices in terms of microservices design. In terms of microservices design, where, okay, my database is common, sir. My database is common. All are connecting to same schema, single schema only. But we need to follow some best practices. That will be part of database design pattern, where we are going to have there are 5 principles, sir, but we'll see other 3 principles later. As of now, there are 2 principles I am talking, sir, here, not 5 principles. The first principle is database per service. Shared database. there are two features, database per service as well as shared database. Okay. Sir, the underlying principle is, though microservices are telling me to have our own schema, every microservice should have our own schema, but the percentage of probability of database instance is going down is very, very less. So, and there is a cost involved in this metric where I cannot propose a solution to customer. Hey, customer, can we have every service should have its own database? We cannot propose that actually. That's why. And the percentage of probability is also very less. So our decision making is mostly our decision making point was all microservices will connect to common database, common single schema. Okay. But to follow the design principles of microservices, we should follow some best practices or best guidelines. That is part of these two things here, database per service, shared database. Maybe I'll go through these two principles tomorrow. Mostly, I mean, we are in the upcoming classes, you will have a code, guys, where you will get an interest by showing the code and everything. But these are the two. Actually, database patterns are 5, guys. Database per service, shared databases, CQRS, Saga, and all those things. But I will not think in that way. I'll think here in a design point of view, these are the only two things. Okay. So where we have some other points here, but we'll see it. As of now, I'm talking two principles only. Maybe we'll see about database per service and shared database tomorrow. Okay. So one action item I have is I need to take care of PowerPoint at my side. Okay. I'll get back to you tomorrow and I'll upload the notes with a PNG format, image format. Okay. And you can see and get back. We'll discuss on this tomorrow. Okay. And tomorrow, guys, kindly I'm requesting to join at the sharp time, guys. Okay. So first few days at any point of time, I will start, sir. I will not wait, just to make sure that I want, because if I start late, right, then obviously you will, I mean, it's obviously you will be getting it late actually. So at any point of time, tomorrow I will start at sharp time. Tomorrow onwards, I'll start at sharp time. Maybe if you feel that, hey, Mr. Vijay is taking the class early, so that you can also join early. So tomorrow onwards, I'll start the class at sharp 7 o'clock. Okay. Fine, sir. We'll see tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you all.